And now, I would be requesting the Managing Director of Poddar Foundation and expert mental health therapist and counselor, Dr. Prakriti Poddar, to kindly come up stage, but I request my technical team to relay the film.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure you're all tired having heard amounts of speakers from yesterday to today. I'd like you guys to get up first. Just stand up. I need some energy in this room. Just stand up, shake, move around, and then sit down so I can start. All of you at the back, I can actually see everybody in this room. And now have a seat once you've actually revived your energy. I need vitality. We're talking about mental health. Mental health is related to your physical health and your emotional health and well-being. So once you've got your energy back, you can have a seat. So you can sit whenever you'd like. Thank you so much to Andhra Pradesh for putting this together, and Mr. Rahul, who's done a great job, and all the organizers. I'm very delighted to be here and very excited to see so many young people here. We've been talking the whole day about empowerment, but we've forgotten that empowerment is only good for people who do not have any mental health issues. Now, mental health, unfortunately, is misunderstood in India. And I am saying this with all my awareness, because when I talk about mental health, people talk about mental retardation. I am not talking about mental retardation. I'm talking about the amount of people that we have that suffer in silence with depression, with fear, with stress. And we're talking about moving those people and empowering those people and having them come into the workforce and move from homemakers to policymakers. This requires a lot more than just the government supporting empowerment and skill development. We need to understand that we need to empower the minds, which means we need to impress upon people that they have someone and somewhere to go to actually talk about the pain that they feel inside, being put in this kind of society, being put in circumstances that repress us. This room apparently has 10,000 people. I'd like you to look around. There is always 1 in 4 of us who is mentally going through something. On stage we have people as well. Not all of us have not been scathed by things. We've all been touched by mental unwell. So it's not mental retardation. 1 in 4 people means 2,500 people here. 2,500 people here have been through some kind of depression, some kind of fear, some kind of phobia at some point in their lives. And this is not a topic that anybody discusses, and it makes me very sad. So when we're talking about moving on to policymakers, we have to address the part that we as women in India have to first move from permission takers. From permission takers to visionaries. Visionaries in our own lives. So how do you create that vision? How do you create that vision for yourself? So a lot of people here have talked about the strive, the fight. The fact that you must not fall, but must rise again every time you fall. And that there's no problem with failing, but standing up and rising again and not being crushed by that boulder. Stepping up above that stone. But I've been watching people in the audience, and I feel that there has to be a more strong drive that you have to feel, which means you have to go to your core. You have to go to your spirit to understand what is that one thing that will inspire you and move you. And not just through our talks, but through your life, through your history of your life and your journey. What is that one thing that can inspire you as a hook that you can hold on to, or that anchor that you can hold on to every time that you are repressed or pushed down or stepped aside? What is that one thing? You have to find that one quality. So I decided today not to give you a lecture, because you all know a lot of things and you all know, and I'm using as a premise that we've all been abused. I'm using that as a premise. So we start from understanding, yes, we've been abused, but are we victims? I want an answer. Are we victims? I can't hear. I can hear some people. So we're not victims. And if we're not victims, what is it that we need to do? It's a 3-step word that I'm giving you. And this is a very easy thing. I want you to just think of YTB. You, for the Y, who are you? And you are not your name. Everything changes for a woman. Your name changes, your address changes, your labels change, everything changes. So who are you is really how you deal with your challenges and the circumstances that life puts on you. Who are you? Very essential, because only once you understand who you are you able to combat and move ahead of your challenges. The T is for think. What kind of thoughts do you have? I want you to imagine that you are all radio minds. Okay, you've got a radio, and you can tune that channel to any situation or any station that actually serves your process. It serves you to take you forward on your journey. So your thoughts, you are not slaves to your thoughts. The thoughts that people have around you, the thoughts that people give to you, the thoughts that you inherit, you don't need to own them. You need to only hold on to the thoughts that empower the you, the who you are. Those thoughts that take you forward. Those are the thoughts that you need to validate. And the noise from the other thoughts, let it go. And how do you do this? You can use self-talk. You can say something like, this thought doesn't belong to me. I wouldn't even say that to my best friend. Why am I saying that to myself? Why am I constantly telling myself I'm not good enough? Why am I constantly allowing other people to tell me I'm not good enough? I do not need to own these thoughts. Move away from those thoughts by just letting them pass and focus back on your vision of who you are. The third point, which was the Y, the T, and the B. The B is to think beyond your blueprint. First of all, I want you to understand what is your blueprint. We all come with a certain amount of skills, with a certain amount of talent, with a certain amount of hope. It is hope that keeps us alive. Hopelessness is what causes mental health disharmony. So we have that. We can visualize and think beyond our vision of ourselves and create a blueprint, a roadmap to understanding what we want to accomplish in our lives. For the students out there, I'm imagining you are 19 and 20. When you are looking at a blueprint, I want you to look at yourself from the day of your death, your obituary. What do you want people to think of you as? What is your legacy that you want to leave behind? What is it that you want to create for your families? And then move backwards 50 years from now, 40 years from now, 30 years from now, 20, 15. Come down to 5 years, and then you have to today. Start from today creating your vision and be true to that. Have a board. Have a board that says, okay, this is where I need to be. And only allow those things in which take you on that journey. It's like a tree. I often tell people that your life is really like a tree. There are many branches and many leaves, but the way to the top is only one. And only with focus and vision, and when you cut out the noise, can you get there. I have some very favorite authors, but I'll quote Ayn Rand, who said, "It's not about who's going to let me, it's about who's going to stop me." I want you young girls to feel like that. I want you young people to feel empowered with your own self and move beyond the noise. And when you feel like you have, is my time up? When you feel that you have very, very little resource, you can reach out to us. We have a platform called Silence Toro, Break the Silence. It's on YouTube. We're on at Podar Foundation. We're on our info at podarfoundation.org. You can reach out to us if you have any issues in your life that block you, and we will make sure we help you surge past those things. So once again, I am asking you, what are the three things? What does Y stand for? What does Y stand for? What does T stand for? I'm so glad somebody is listening. What does the B stand for? Yes, and you are the exact audience that I'm talking to, so I'm so glad you've got this. I want to end with an excerpt from a poem of mine, which is, "Ignite the power in your mind, ignite it in your might. The winds of hope will give you wings under your flight. There is hope in your life as long as there's life in your body. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive in my story." Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, Prakriti. Thank you very much for that inspiring address. A huge round of applause, all the lovely ladies. Speaker garu chetul meeduga. Prakriti Poddar, Managing Trustee, Poddar Foundation and expert in mental health therapist, and she is a counselor. Variki satkaram jarugutundi.